Hey there. Okay, so I get a lot of questions about sugar, and I know especially like this time of year, we just celebrated Christmas and New Year's, and a lot of times people kind of maybe either have a lot of extra treats or go off the rails, or they're starting a new healthy eating plan, and so like the question of sweets and having a sweet tooth often come up in conversations that I have, not just with clients, but even with family. On Christmas, we were at my aunt and uncle's Christmas Eve, and she said she was going to do a sugar detox. And so I just started kind of asking her some questions. She's diabetic, so she takes diabetic medication. She'd been, obviously like treating extra through the holidays. And so I just started kind of asking her some questions. And this is the thing that I really want to encourage you in. Okay, so we know that processed sugar is not good for us, right? Like it's actually 10 times more addictive than heroin. So, and again, like these are my opinions. These are things that I have experienced in my life. I really try to live by an 80-20 rule. I don't eat processed sugar every day. I try to save it for a special occasion. Sometimes something comes up, it's in my face, I eat it. Sometimes I've planned for it, sometimes I haven't. Really just learning to set boundaries, I think, with the treats you're gonna have in your life. And then not shaming yourself if something unexpected comes up, or there's a donut in the break room and you decide to have a treat. Like, we have to give ourselves some grace, right? Like, God put treats, he gave us taste buds for a reason, right? Like, sugar is delicious. We're not denying that. We're just also saying that sugar breeds infection. It's highly addictive. It has a place in our life, but it's hopefully not a place every day. So one thing that I have really felt convicted about when I start to get back on my normal meal plan. So for example, we had hubby's family Christmas on Saturday. My husband grew up Amish. So if you know anything about Amish people, they make everything delicious, and it has a lot of different ingredients than what I cook with. So I know going in, 1, I'm going to do my workout. 2, I'm going to drink a crap ton of water. 3, I am going to treat because 1, my sister-in-law Wilma bakes everything with love. If Wilma brings a cookie, I don't care what's going on in my life, I'm eating a cookie. She made 2 different kinds of cinnamon rolls on Saturday. I had 1 of each. I did not shame myself. I did my workout. I drank a ton of water. Like, it's not something I do every day. But if that woman brings anything that's baked, I'm most likely going to have a piece or a bite. I don't always eat the whole thing, but I am going to have a bite. I know for me personally, if I tell myself I'm going to family Christmas and I'm not going to eat any sugar, what's the only thing I'm going to think about? Sugar. We have cravings. God gave us cravings because we're supposed to crave him over all. He also gave us taste buds. He also says in scripture, there's a time to feast and a time to fast. So you have to prayerfully discern where you're at in your life and what is going to lead you to a beneficial life that's not going to put sugar as an idol in front of you, whether it's detoxing sugar or eating too much of it. Does that make sense? So it is very rare that I will ever encourage someone to detox 100% cold turkey, no sugar. I'm going to tell you a couple of things that I like to do because husband and I like to have a bite of sweet something every day. So I keep 78% dark chocolate on hand at all times. He will not eat it. That's why I love it, because I can have that all to myself. I buy 2 bars at a time and I eat 2 to 3, depending on the day, try to stick to 2 squares of 78% dark chocolate. Anything 72% dark chocolate and higher is actually very good for heart health. As far as like cardiovascularly, but also it has a lot of benefits as far as like mental health. So 2 ounces, I think maybe, of dark chocolate every single day is actually really good for you. If you have not yet acquired a taste for dark chocolate, practice. Start with 72%, sprinkle it on something, and pretty soon I'm gonna guess that you are going to learn to look forward to that. Also, when I bake desserts, like the platform that we have access to for our workouts and recipes and things like that has a ton of healthy options for dessert. Like one of our hashtags that we use is eat dessert every day. So, but we cook with things like honey, maple syrup, things like that. I am always making something that has honey and maple syrup as a natural sweetener. So if you're someone who has a serious sugar addiction and you need to go cold turkey, you're an all or nothing kind of person, I really want to challenge you, if you have a relationship with Jesus, to put that to prayer. Because for me, I don't do well with an all or nothing. All right. Like, I just know that for me, when I focus on being obedient to the things that God has called me to do in my life, instead of being so strict and rigid, because I know that my spirit is willing, but my flesh is weak, I want him to convict me in the times. Like there was probably, I think it was like 2 months ago, maybe not quite 2 months ago. And he said to me, why are you being so hard on yourself about the foods that you're eating? You're becoming so obsessed with your meal plan, you're not even enjoying time out with your family and friends. Oof, right? This is something I've been talking about with clients for months, but I still, in my flesh, get sucked into these things. So it takes time. I really want to encourage you to balance. If you're someone who likes to have a sweet bite of something every day, make sure it is something that is going to push you towards healthy living. All right, maple syrup, use honey for ingredients. Eatingbirdfood.com, like if you check out some of her recipes, everything she has comes from the earth. There's no fake ingredients. A lot of the recipes that I use in our platform, no fake ingredients. Like it's all natural things. So find something that is going to give you that sense of a sweet treat, but it's not going to take away, 1, from your conviction, 2, from your healthy goals, because we know sugar breeds infection. All right. If you're finding yourself sick a lot during this time of year, like it's not the cold weather, because bacteria can't live in cold weather. It actually kills it. Bacteria lives in unhealthy, warm climates like our bodies. So exercise is a great way to sweat out bacteria, a sauna, a detox bath. There are so many things that you can do to sweat out the bacteria that's in your body. But you're not getting sick because it's cold outside. You're getting sick because your immune system is weakened. And limiting processed fake sugar is one way to make sure that your body stays healthy. Knock on wood, I cannot tell you the last time that I was sick. Like I have a sniffle right now, but our house is super dry because the furnace is old. So understand your body, know your mind. If you are struggling with some serious like shame issues or gluttony issues, like I really want to encourage you, instead of doing a sugar fast, take it to prayer. Get down on your hands and knees, stick your arms out, and ask the good Lord to reveal to you why you continue to use food as a band-aid instead of going to the Word. I know that for some people that seems like, why in the world does God care about me eating sugar? Well, he cares about your body because it's your temple. When he died, rose, and ascended into heaven, he sent the Holy Spirit to help you. Self-control is a fruit of the Spirit. If you have Jesus in your heart, you have self-control. Sometimes you just have to cultivate it. It is a practice. It is a habit. But discipline can be built. Trust me, okay? As someone who used to chain smoke cigarettes and pound a case of beer on a Saturday, like I know that habits can be changed. But when it comes to sugar detoxing, I really want you to learn to listen to what's going on in here and make sure this connection is right here. Very rarely will I ever tell you to just stop eating sugar completely. All right. So I've set a boundary with myself. Monday to Friday, 98% of the time, I don't eat processed sugar through the week. Last week, we went out to dinner with some friends. They had a blueberry cheesecake on their menu. So Hubs and I ordered it. We split it, which basically means he had 4 bites. I ate the rest of it. I didn't feel bad about it because I rarely ever do anything like that. I drank a ton of water. I had done my work through the day. I had a great time with my girlfriend and her husband, and we just connected. And sometimes you just need to eat a piece of cheesecake, okay? So I really want you to get to the point where you're not having to all or nothing or eliminate any kind of food group, because it's really just not good for your mindset unless you have some kind of actual like physical sickness or condition that you shouldn't be eating any of it at all. But that is something that you need to discuss with your doctor. As far as I'm concerned, I'm never going to tell you to eliminate something completely. Find better options. When you know that you're going to have a treat, plan for it, okay? Plan for it. Drink your water, eat some vegetables, do a workout, and say to myself, I'm going to go into this. I'm going to enjoy the thing that I'm going to be eating. I'm not going to shame myself after I've taken the last bite or after when I wake up in the morning. If you feel like it's something that's going to steal your peace, you either need to ask yourself, is this really stealing my peace, or am I idolizing what I'm eating instead of understanding that this is an opportunity to have fellowship or time with friends? Or it goes in the opposite way, and you really have to just ask yourself internally these questions. Like, I know for me what I need to do. I know that if I tell myself I'm going out to dinner with my friends and I'm not going to have a cocktail or dessert, and everyone else is ordering a cocktail and dessert, there are times in my life where I have abstained from both. But there are times in my life that I've been like, why would I go into something knowing what all my friends are going to be doing and then hold myself back? Now, if I'm working towards a specific goal, that's one thing. But if it's just something that I haven't prayed over, that's quite another. So really focusing on just tuning in. Always have something in your house. If you like to have a sweet bite of something every day, make a healthy dessert. Oats, peanut butter, coconut oil, honey, vanilla, like that. You can throw some of that stuff into a pan and make it into a dessert, put them in the freezer, and you always have access to a sweet treat that is going to be full of fiber and healthy fats and all these things that are going to lead to heart health. They're going to satisfy that little bit of a sweet tooth craving, and they're going to make you feel empowered. It's great to eat something like that after a workout, because when you exercise and your muscles tear and that glycogen, your muscles use glycogen, which is sugar, for energy. You can use that healthy sugar bite afterwards to restore some of that glycogen that your exercise has removed from your body. So especially during that time of the day can be really beneficial. So I really want to encourage you that if you don't have to detox for a medical reason, just really start to prayerfully discern when the appropriate times are for you to treat, when the times are for you not to treat, and just listen to whatever that little voice is going to tell you. So if you have something specific that you'd like to talk about, please let me know. If this was helpful, please let me know. If you need some help with healthy recipes, let me know. I'm here to help in any way I can. So I hope this was helpful. God bless.